Alright, hello everyone and welcome to Uber Entertainment. We're live streaming our game today. This is just the latest in our various playtest build, some new balance changes. Got a crash and startup. Just by way of introduction, my name is Mark Scattergood. I also, you'll see me online as Garrett/Uber Garrett. On the forums and game periodically. Mostly I've been playing playtest lately, but I know the realm guys have been giving me crap to hop in on the live games a little more, so I'll be trying to do that a little bit more. There's getting a little slow getting started here because this is our latest build this morning. It seems to have a crash on startup, so we're gonna have to get that figured out. But once K Francis is back in and picked a spot, we should be good to go. Excuse me. There we go. So it looks like I have a little more storage now. So I'm gonna actually just do. Oops, let's do that. Do that. Trying to get a little bit better about my build order. We'll see how well that works. And let me get the Twitch channel open so any of you who are actually sitting in here listening, I can actually chat with a little bit while I wait for my build orders and presumably get my butt kicked. There we go. Alright. Oops. Need to pay attention. Let's get a couple of those guys going. Start getting a little intel on whoever's around. What's up, big planet? What do we got here? We got primary, and then we have 2 moons. Okay. Although one of those moons I don't think is going to be moving anytime soon. And I am going to try something slightly different this time. I was trying to get this done yesterday, and it seemed like it was working pretty well. So I'm going to actually try and get off planet as quickly as possible and see how well that works. Worked pretty well for me. I think it was off planet within 6 minutes. So I want to try and take over the moon and see what I can pull off. So the outer moon, I'm not going to worry about the metal planet for now because that's going to take 25 engines to move that sucker. So. Alright, here we go. So basically what it meant was building up enough early economy that I could actually kind of continue to expand my base a bit without completely thrashing myself. Let's do that. That. Once he's done with that, let's just get a little bit of basic stuff up. Now, one thing I encountered when doing that, of course, is that definitely it's a little risky to do it, because if anyone flash rushes me right at the beginning of the game, I pretty much effed. So hopefully I can avoid that fate. I noticed some good uses of mines. Actually did a great job on helping to minimize the danger of that, though, so we'll see what I managed to pull off this time. And actually, I'm in a fairly good defensible spot here, a little bit of good placement of walls, and I should actually be able to avoid getting too hammered early on. So, hello everyone. There. him a little there. And the nice thing about this spot is I actually have a little bit of space to work out, so. Let's see what happens. Out. There we go. That should help out a little bit. We'll see. See if I manage to pull this off. I'm definitely going a little slower than yesterday. It's already 4 minutes in and I haven't even started building my launcher. Sorry. Apparently I need more coffee. But the advantage is, unlike last time when I was trying this, I should be able to slowly finally remembering to actually do a continuous build. I think I may need to hold off on that though. Oh, sure, yeah. Let me turn down the game sound. Sorry, I thought I already had it fairly low, but I can't actually hear both at the moment, so hopefully that's a little bit better. Let me know if it's still too loud. They're violent. Is that a little easier to hear now, Violent? I'm also talking a little bit quietly, so. Oh, I see Mr. Victor AI here is What's up? Oh yeah, I was just wondering what you're laughing at. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Don't have quite enough units to fight much off yet, but he also has a fairly limited Okay, that kind of screwed up my plans a little bit, but I think I can figure out a way around this. Let's see. Do I have any? No, it looks like this guy's got hosed. Oh no. We're getting some performance issues here, as you guys might notice. Okay, continue turning the sound down a little bit, but at the moment the game is actually a little on the hose side. We seem to have a server lock. The fun of doing playtests. So. I'm stepping away for a second. We need to investigate what's going on here. So, no voice coming out of this for a second. Finding bugs. Alright. And let's do what I can here to at least do a little bit of a... Oh, crap. No. Damn AI sending in bombers. Although, fortunately, I actually have some anti-air up, so I'm not completely hosed, but... But someone's crafty ass AI is also doing a pretty good job at working around me. Exactly. Which actually they shouldn't have been able to do because they didn't destroy it, so there should not... Well, actually it does look like there's a valid path there. That guy, that AI guy, he's a jerk. That AI. Does AI know how to work with walls? The AI does actually know how to work with walls. And yes, Violent, I know more units is better, but I'm actually trying to do something here to see if I can pull it off. I'm actually trying to get off planet as quickly as possible. Not sure it's going to work out. I tested it yesterday and got a fairly solid build order down, but it's still taking some pretty serious risks to do it. So I've also got a number of mines I'm building here, so... I expect this to fail because I was only testing it against AIs rather than actual. Oh. We'll see. Yes, the bots do get a little distracted by the walls, which fortunately in my case is a very good thing because otherwise they probably would have already hosed me. Exploiting the weaknesses of the AI. Let's see, how long is that going to take? Alright, that's going to take a little while, so as soon as I get another Faber out here, let's get my metal back. Protect that flank a little bit. Yeah, don't worry about distracting Nick, it's okay. Fair point. Oh, and my combat Faber is doing his job. He's repairing stuff that's nearby. Randomly. That's awesome. Well, I knew you guys had talked about getting that feature in, but I hadn't realized that it was already up and running. That's awesome. Nice. Oh, really? Nice. Right. Okay. Cool. It's like, is that a command cap? Sweet. Yeah, I just have him. Yeah, I just have him sitting there parked with a couple of. Yes, he is. He. I don't know if he should do that. All right. This worked a lot better in practice yesterday. We'll see how this goes today. Yeah, that was the one major change from yesterday that never happened. So, although it seems like I finally got it a little bit under control now. There we go. Oops. Let's use this guy. All right. Ah, yeah. I think I'll have this guy finish building the one he's doing, and then get him over there. Yo, what's up? Close. Yeah, we talked about a way of getting some half shaded strategic icons for stuff that you scouted. It's going to take a little bit of work, but we should be able to do it. Because it's the biggest frustration with scouting right now is you have to really scan carefully, and even then it's really hard to tell who's what color. I'm just going to have this guy do quite a bunch of this because I don't want to actually have to micromanage him. There we go. All right. Oh, good. Let's see. Nice. All right. Okay, part one of my plan is into effect. Let's see if I manage to finish it. Oh, there we go. Okay, there he is. And then I just need to get one more guy on the other moon. And let's see if I can take over. I'll pick that guy up. There we go. That's... Okay, he'll be there fairly quickly. Hopefully no one else has relocated yet. We're only 18 minutes in, so that's actually a lot longer than I wanted to get it. Wanted. Let me get some cameras set up. Shift 1. Okay. I'll get back there in a minute. Let's get one of these guys up, one of these guys up, and then get a couple pelters going here. Okay, not quite yet. That's on permabuild, that's on permabuild, permabuild. Okay, perfect. See these guys helping there. Oh, he's moving. He's just moving really slow. Oh. There we go. Couple control issues there. Let's shift up to that so we can get back here quickly. Let's get one bot factory, one air factory. There we go. All right. Let's get these planets taken over as quickly as I can.
Yes, I am an asshole. When it comes to AI, I'm an asshole. I'm sorry.
Man, my commander's taking a long time to get in there. All right. Someone is apparently very unhappy with the AI over there, by the way. Yes, I'm not. I don't think the microphone is picking it up, but Lenicky is very displeased with the AI right now. It's kind of making me giggle a little bit, but probably making Saurian giggle a lot more. Let's see. All right, let's get one of these guys going. Get that going. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Let's get those guys over there for now. All right, we need to get going here. 5 to start with.
I'm gonna die anyways.
So far, I'm mostly being left alone here, so if I can get enough of a foothold on both of these guys.
Man, if the AI takes out Nick, he's just gonna have so much room to expand and shit. You know, it's like, here, take over the whole planet.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he's got the weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Neutrino. It's annihilated.
What?
Oh, that's unfortunate for Neutrino. I don't know.
One got him annihilated.
Oh, good. Looks like my energy issues will be resolved here momentarily. Boom. Okay, good. Ultimately, the limit between movable planets, I mean, the, justification from a gameplay perspective, or from a, kind of a more realistic perspective, is just simply the bigger, you have a geometric progression of mass for every bit of and apparently Mr. Skathis is already on my planet, so this is going to be a race to see who can actually get there first. But one of the main reasons to limit that kind of stuff is we kind of need to draw some arbitrary lines as to what the balance is. Oh, yeah. And my commander's now stuck here, so this could possibly end really, really badly. Yeah, we have the Uber Entertainment one going too. Yeah. Alright. Well, this could be bad. For now, let's just get this going around here. Well, that's a little exploitable. However, I can think of at least a way or two that I can exploit it myself. guys helping there. So far, it does seem like I am actually the only person on this planet, but again, since Combs is here, alright. No, pure mass is not a part of radius, but it's density combined by, I can't remember the exact math, but it's density of the material is going to have as much impact. But for our purposes, we're kind of just keeping it pretty simple. All right. Nice sync. Oh, crap. This is precisely what I was worried about. I don't want to comp bomb. I want to survive. So far, it appears this planet at least is mine. But I'm dead. Oh, crap. Apparently, I should have focused on one planet first. Trying to go for both was overextending me a bit. Sigh. Oh, so sad. So, Meta still has a bit of a base, not huge, but given Escape, this is a massive intra-orbital going on. I don't know how well that's going to work. Okay, Francis. Holy patrolly. Alright. Still no one there. Yeah, this ultimately is going to be the engine of war that's going to win everything. There's still no one on here. I had owned that. Oh well. Okay. And the AI is still doing a pretty good job at destructifying. Oh yeah, something's killing the perf here.
I also can't reconnect after I died.
Oh yeah.
So make sure your client doesn't crash.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Clearly, this build's not quite ready for prime time. Let's see, bots against Tech 2 tanks. I think the bots are hosed. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's see, does he have his gate? He's starting to get a force up here, but he doesn't actually have any gate ready to run, so I think he might be a little hosed here, unless he can get that linked really quickly. I don't know if he's going to get it linked quick enough to actually make a difference.
Yeah, he's getting jacked.
These guys are kind of rolling him. Yeah. This is not the end for him, but it's certainly not going to speed things up at all. And what's interesting is when Kevin's going to actually start getting involved in the action here.
God.
He's got a few bombers and planes running, but does not appear to be doing much else at the moment. I'm not actually sure what the AI is actually sending attacks towards Kevin's base.
So Reinhardt's coming for 1 o'clock.
All right. Oh yeah, that hammered Mr. Combs pretty bad.
So the AI got a kill. Woo! Yeah.
Well, AI actually wouldn't have killed me because most of my base was in the water, and AI doesn't know how to respond with water.
Not really, no.
Let's see what we got going here.
What it did though was
So now all he needs is an actual place to
running my commander around.
bring his units down because he's getting a ton of stuff and nowhere to send them.
And then I went back, and my commander was already like dying, and I was like, "No, get back in the water!" And then before it got back in the water, so your AI cheated.
It didn't cheat. You cheated.
Question is here. Yeah, I mean, quite simply, we're not putting this build out because, while yes, we know a lot of people are excited about the features, just in this playtest, we've seen enough issues already that we can't release a build that we know knowingly moves the overall stability of the game backwards. It's not okay. It's not ever an acceptable choice. Because there's always going to be enough stuff that we didn't find that we're going to have to deal with without sending out stuff that we just know is simply broken. So anyway, that's kind of the main deciding factor for this stuff. And B Muscles is giving away codes now, so.
Is that Brad?
Yes. Mr. Nicholson giving away codes. Oh, you've never seen his B Muscles name?
I have not seen
Oh, it's awesome. It's the best name for him.
That's awesome. Yeah, that makes me happy.
My team League Legends is named B Muscles Fan Club. We're Bronze 3. We're doing alright.
suddenly the channel gets very quiet as everyone tries to claim that code. Oh, there we go. Now Kevin is starting to get the production line going. Of course, Skathis has this moon pretty much under his iron grip, but he's going to have a hard time getting units going anywhere. Still no one on the moon. I don't think anyone's in orbit. Nope, no one's in orbit at the moment. Let's change that position of that camera a little bit. Let's get this camera over here somewhere. That's going to be a better default position to go to. He's going to have to come hide over here or something if he wants to sneak a base on. Although if he can get any orbital fabrics down, he can start to, if he has enough of them, he'll be able to pretty quickly drop down a metric ton of units. Oh, and he's apparently, oh. Wait, why in the world is he doing that? Okay, that was accidental. I was going to say, this planet is not movable. Alright. Yeah, so many walls. Skathis was apparently doing the exact same thing I was doing, trying to get off planet, so hence all the walls and stuff, but he's a little... This is going to be a little rough for him at the moment. He doesn't... His last few units are about to be gone, so... He's got a very well-defended asteroid, but not much he can do with it at the moment. So the question is, what happens with Kevin and Meta here?
Well, look at this. Okay, so water surface. Yeah, it's just water surface above.
Of course, this commander is a little bit,
Yeah, well, that's for air and orbital. Air and orbital collides with any surface.
Kevin could end up leaving this a little sooner than expected if not careful.
That wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah, I know. I just kind of wanted to. I just noticed it doesn't.
Yeah, it's going to make a difference. Let's go back to.
I don't know if Kevin has quite enough air defenses here.
Well, because I have to wait for the game to end, so I can get the safe planet, so I can get the parameters to create the safe planet to create the issue. Otherwise, I'm just going to be guessing whether or not I kind of fails. That's going to take
You know,
a
we
while.
should do. I don't know.
Well, that's still a pretty effective attack.
All the parameters when you start a game in log, and that way you go to log competition.
But if Mr. Francis isn't careful here, he's going to get hammered.
He wouldn't have them long. We're running up
On server.
on the server.
So Ace Scythe, I mean, there's no effective unit cap. The unit cap is always pretty much, what can your computer, what can your server handle? And, frankly, managing 1 million units there's not much hardware out there that can do that. Even once we get everything fully optimized and everything, it's going to take some pretty beefy machine to get games that are that big. That said, we are now down to 2 planetary powers. Alright. So, but yeah, we do have a lot of optimization left to do, and while, I don't know that your average machine is going to be able to manage 1 million units right out the door, the whole goal is over time to continue to make this better, make it more effective, and, you should see some pretty hugely epic games, I mean, you're already seeing some pretty remarkably large games, and again, not optimized, and got a lot of work to do, so. So the interesting thing will be is if one of these guys remembers they can actually nuke each other.
So I'm limiting max iteration on the pick next target multiple paths.
You what? You're fixing target. You're doing what now?
So I'm going to leave the stream running, but I've got to step away for just a second. I'll be right back, guys. Holy, it's getting quite the army here. Now I just need somewhere to send it. Okay, it looks like yeah, can tell what's going on there. Can't tell what those dots are. Those might be the orbital defense satellites. So that answers one of my questions. How is he going to get this enormous army somewhere where he can actually make use of it? And what's going on here? Same thing. Okay, so this just becomes a question of who can get it done first. Yeah, he really is. AI's dead. I'm guessing Adam Meta did because he's the only one left on that planet. So Meta needs the hightail taking over that planet though if he wants to keep his resources scaling. Because Skathis has pretty much a giant ball of resources going on here.
Eventually, he's just gonna send over an orbital fabber, drop a portal on.
Did you see this?
Or drop a planet on his ass.
Well, no, the planet's going to take 25, so he might be doing that as well, but I think at the moment his focus is getting a bunch of units over there. He just sent a ton of stuff. And Violent, yes, a real spectator mode is coming. It's just not ready yet. It requires a bunch of UI and a bunch of other just background setup that we just haven't had time to get focused on, although it is one of the things we are working on currently. But no time frame. It's certainly not going to be in this next build. Still too much upfront work to do to get it ready for that. Curious what our... Huh? I think I'm just mostly encountering the bad ATI performance at the moment because the server and sim look like they're holding up pretty well. Yeah, I'm really regretting trying to take over both the moon and the both moons. Had I taken over one, I think that would have at least ended a little differently. Certainly would have added an interesting additional element to this, where we would have had a 3-planet war going on. And by the time Skathis finishes building that gate on the main planet, he is going to have quite the horde ready to go. And yeah, that's going to be... That's going to be interesting. And I can't tell... Okay, there he is. Hopefully neither Skathis or Meta are cheating and watching this stream, because that would be seriously unsportsmanlike. However, I'm going to go out on a limb here.
Well, that's just for air units.
Lowest common travel layers is only called for air units.
It's only called for AI units. It's not called for player units. But this will fix the AI issue.
And now the smack talk begins.
So, yay! I think you fixed my AI issue I was trying to track down. Thanks, sir.
However, with having planes going everywhere, this could prove interesting. He's going to have to get a build going quick enough to actually...
It's a command line utility. Effectively,
sure what's going on here.
and it has
Unless
library
Combs is simply trying to make sure that
just be like,
Meta has nowhere to go,
and then
which certainly is a possibility.
and then it'll be like, oh, I'm downloading it.
What the hell is he sending over to that planet?
I don't know. I think he's just trying.
Downloads and installs like completing
I'm
certain events.
guessing he's simply trying to make sure that Meta has nowhere to run.
It's pretty cool.
Those are asterisks.
Well, no, these aren't asterisks. These are orbital fighters. So I think he's just trying to create a safety layer.
Fucking read that.
But he has. Oh, hold on. What do we got going on here? Okay. What do we got here? Oh, okay, that's what I thought that was. So, this is going to be tricky for him. There's so many bombers flying around. He's got to create a foothold, and he's not going to have the easiest time doing that. I'm not sure that neither of them have actually remembered that particular possibility yet. It doesn't seem like it.
Start sending nukes.
You can nuke intra-orbit.
Oh. Same gravity.
And
Yeah, anything that has the same grav well.
You can nuke anything that is orbiting the same base planet.
Yes, which all of these planets are.
No, you can nuke as long as your target is in orbit around you, or is in orbit around
Wow. Okay.
or whatever. But when you get bound to the base grav well, as long as you both share the same grav well, and it's not the sun, then you can nuke planets.
So,
So
yep.
they could be sending nukes back and forth between planets right now.
He's prepping this planet now.
As long as it doesn't.
And it's fucking awesome looking around the sun and not doing
That's pretty awesome. Although the effect doesn't appear like it's playing quite properly at the moment. There should be an effect going right here that's not playing. We have not announced the release price yet. Though you can continue counting on it to drop at least a little bit more until we get to our release price. So right now we're still at $60, so. Yeah, you better keep on repairing it though. Yep. He's gonna have a hard time getting that foothold in. As soon as he gets even a little bit in, he's gonna destroy it. I mean, he is just ready for a massive invasion fleet. Yeah. Yeah, he needs like twice that number of orbital flat fibers so he can actually get a build off. Or find a place that's hidden enough that he can get that foothold in. He just needs a few second advantage to actually get that in. Okay, so Skathis owns 2 planets. Yeah, he needs a lot more.
So yeah, send some data that's like special action. Have it with some
he got some foothold in, but I'm not sure if he actually has any. Oh! Game over. Alright, guys, got a server crash, so we're gonna get to fixing this build, and we'll catch you all later. Thanks for joining us.